Stacey and Jay Spoo, East Coast Radio.
Just a young conversation related to all the single, unmarried people out
the
there.
single people.
What are some of the questions like you're just sick and tired of hearing?
Okay, so
Like, no more, please. Save me.
Like, obviously, this is the week where all the couples get all the attention and so on and so forth. And you can be part of a couple and be unmarried, right?
Yeah.
So if you are somebody who is sans a partner, or you are somebody who is in a relationship with someone, but you are not quote unquote
Married.
legally bound together until whatever, something freezes over, one or both of you, or hell. Or all three.
You don't be that person.
Just the questions that you're tired of hearing at the braai. And when I say the questions, the single people know what I'm talking about. You don't, unprovoked, you're just trying to have potato salad. And there's some stranger you don't know wanting to be up in your business. That is what we talk about in the next 10 minutes' time.
Stacey, when are you getting married?
Get out of my face.
Hi Stacey and Jay Spoo, it's Foxy here from Newlands. So I'm always getting asked, when are you getting a baby boy? When are you getting married? And I think to myself, it's going to happen on the next episode of Mind Your Business and Stay in Your Lane.
Stacey and Jay Spoo.
Stacey and Jay Spoo here with you until 6. Before that, we heard from Miss Foxy. Having a conversation about all the things that single people are tired of hearing, because 'tis the most romantic time of the year.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, as we established last week, on steroids. We get it. Love is most definitely in the air. However, if you are not booed up, please don't feel pressurized to find someone to go to some exorbitant dinner with on Wednesday night.
Don't do that.
Even last week we discussed getting out of a bad date and how to go about it. So really, we are with you here, guys. We are in the streets with you, and now we need to come to the defense of the single people.
Yeah, so we're going to call this the single people, unmarried people complaints line. What is that one question you are just sick and tired of being asked? On Facebook, majority of the people saying, when are you getting married is the question that they are sick and tired of. When are you having kids is another one. And I'm going to look across me right now because I feel like she's got a riveting story that I have been
content.
waiting to hear. Stacey Norman, as a single unmarried person, what is that one question that you are sick and tired of being asked?
Okay, so it is essentially a
there you go.
a continuation
Yeah.
of what is it's an echo of what's been happening on the Facebook page. So a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was at a friend's birthday party with a former East Coast Radio colleague.
Don't mention names.
I wasn't going to. And unprovoked, the wife of the host of this party took it upon herself to ask us, why don't you have children?
Ooh. What was your response?
See, because it's not about do you want children or are you planning on having, like, that's already upsetting enough. It's why don't you have children? Like, firstly, there could be a medical situation. I love you all very much. I'm not going to tell you my medical history, right?
Yeah.
So again, this is meant to be a birthday party. The sun is shining. Birds are tweeting. You know what I mean? Like, life is good. And this former colleague said something along the lines of, why is that any of your business? And this woman had the audacity, the gall, the liver, the spleen, the spine to say, until you've had a child, you will never know what love is.
Yeah, that's deep. That's a bit harsh, though.
It's a braai. Bread a braai.
No, man. I think people who have kids don't do that. That's not fair to people who don't have kids. We don't look at love the same way. Just putting it out there. Now, Stacey, back to you.
But that is not the first time.
What happened?
This person, nor I, have been on the receiving end of that kind of a statement.
Oh.
So my counterpart got in her bag.
Oh.
And that lady who said that in her own house took to bed crying because...
You did the things.
Well, it had to be done.
Oh, geez.
Please don't do that, because also not everyone who doesn't have children for the reasons that you think.
Fair.
And that
That's
is just
fair.
like, it's a boundary. As we know, I have a man's this.
And daughter.
And somebody was like, oh, blah, 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 when are you going to get married? And I was like, well, I don't know if that's something that we're planning on doing. And mid-sentence cut off. I was asked, because he's not the one.
Ooh.
So
what does that even mean? Like, how do you get into that bag?
These things are so pointed and spicy. So, KZN, in this hour, and not even if you're single now, if you've ever been single, and there was just a question that people asked you that you found annoying. Oh, shame. Are you having a Galentine's Day? No, I can just have a Wednesday evening. Thanks, Karen. Chill.
Yeah.
Like, what are the questions you were tired of hearing when you were single? Or you feel like people need to stop asking single people And to the singletons, this is your time to shine. Get in. 061 792 9495. Even if it only is, will you go out with me on Valentine's Day? No.
Stacey, are you okay? You've told us quite a lot. I'm just checking. Are you well just thinking of these things? Because you...
We don't have enough time, and he needs to get us home.
I'm just going to lean back like Biggie Kele, watching the crime and, the chaos unfold in the nation.
Keep your slips.
I'm going to keep my slips going. In this hour, as a person who is single, unmarried, what is that one question you are just... leave me alone, man. Don't ask me that. None of your business.
No,
What's that question?
Guys, single people are people too. Like boundaries. We need to practice good social etiquette. You know what I mean?
Let's not be those
Talk
people.
about the weather.
Yeah.
Not about the plans I have for my uterus. Like, I feel like, there are levels here. I don't know you. We've just met.
That sounded loaded.
Yeah, because it happens literally every time I leave the house. It's too much.
You must chill.
So we are used to hearing about Mike out, but for this conversation, Mike is in the building. Hello, my Mikey. How are you?
Happening?
Hello, Stacey. Hello, Jeffrey. How you guys doing?
Lekker, man. You seem like the kind of guy people would generally be afraid to be asking nonsensical questions with regards to your single life and your unmarried life. But you're here today to tell us you too are just like us being asked.
Struggling, Mike.
What's
Struggling.
the vibe? What's that question?
I'm done with it. I'm actually done. So, obviously, I turned 50 this year in Jan. So,
Congratulations.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. But, so the question that comes through to me is, when are you going to settle down? What is wrong? Have you not found the right person yet?
Yeah.
Are you looking for somebody religious? Are you gay? I mean, and every now and again, I tend to play with the guys a little bit, or with the words. Sorry, I play with my words a little bit, and then I'll just agree to a few little
Sure,
things.
yeah. I'm open to it. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Listen, if you did swing that way, I do know a guy. Yeah. just being a guy, just
All right,
hooking you up.
See, and
I'm there for you, buddy. I got your back, bro. But on the real, man, it's so annoying. It's so annoying, right?
But Mike, out of that entire list of questions, I mean, all of them are upsetting. It's the what's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's bad.
It's like that is so hectic. Like nothing. What's wrong with you? Clearly, whatever has allowed you to think that this is an appropriate question to ask and also, Mike, the reason why I was like, we have to put Mike on is because I think people believe that these questions mainly come to women. It's not just women. Men are also minding their business, bury in hand. To continue the metaphor from earlier, you're at the braai, you're there, minding your business, and some other okey poke will come up to you and just be like, what happened? Do you know what I mean? What's happened to you? It's like, I'm not this sad,
Correct.
like I have a full life, right?
Yes, exactly that. It's like, did somebody hurt you when you were in a previous relationship?
Yeah.
That's hectic for a guy.
Was it when you came out of the army? Were you not the same person? It's like, whatever.
Fuck, yeah. No, thank you so much, Mike. Out. You know what I'm gathering from this? And we normally say hurt people. But can we sum it up now to say hurt people ask really dumb questions?
Some people asking some stupid questions. So
there you go. It is what it is.
Or just don't ask.
Yeah, just don't ask.
Even if you're single and you are out in the streets,
Don't be asking.
and you encounter somebody from your own tribe, your own community.
Yes.
And you accost them with, so what's wrong with you? Why are you alone?
That's bad, though, to have the audacity to ask, what's
also, like,
wrong with you?
These questions are like, they run deep, and I don't have enough time. You don't have the skill set for me to
You are what's
properly
wrong with me.
unpack what is wrong with me at this juncture. Babes, no, 2 margaritas in. This is not the time. So we wanted to know from you, what are single people, unmarried people, tired of being asked? And you see, this was one question they weren't tired of being asked because they were on the ready.
Hi KZN, it's Nicole here. So for me as an unmarried female, the question I get so often that it actually quite annoys me now is, when am I having children? I mean, I have 2 dogs. What more do you want from me? I mean, let a girl be happy.
Stacey and Jay Spoo.
Pinky, my babe, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm so good, Stacey and Jay Spoo. How are you guys?
Like, you tired of that question? What is it?
Actually, no. On the contrary, I'm not tired of any question regarding singleness.
Yeah.
I actually encourage people to have these conversations. Like, why do you feel the need to not be single? Why aren't you happy and content by yourself? Why do you feel the need to get married?
The
Why do you feel
Wow.
the counter arguments?
Yeah.
I think we should have more of these discussions because let's be honest. I think so many people get married and have kids for reasons that they don't even understand themselves, especially the older generation.
Think you got time.
No, I'm just being honest. Like, I think we should have more of these conversations. However, what I have noticed is the blatant misogyny in these questions. I know Mike earlier mentioned that men get these questions too. However, I feel as though men get it at a later stage, whereas women get it at a very early stage.
From
like
birth, babes.
Like literally, because it's always
When are you
about
getting married?
the biological clock and all of that stuff. Whereas men, they can get up to like their 30s, 40s and like only get those questions then. But for women, we always get these questions early. I encourage them because I want more of these discussions. But like, if you're going to ask the woman...
Oh, she gone.
But yeah, but guys, see.
This is unfortunately what happens when someone is telling too much of a truth on a Monday.
Yeah. The universe is
the
like,
whole system cooks out. It's like, no, guys. But Pinky is right.
Yeah, fair point. Her
Pinky
counter argument is fair.
Because then you start having what is essentially what always starts off as a pretty lively debate. Because have you ever asked someone who is married, why did you get married?
Or do you think you and your partner will still be together if you didn't have kids?
You see, and then the braai is really lit.
Then we're not eating meat anymore.
And
eating
that's
each
how
other.
you don't get invited back. But to Pinky's point, if we don't have the original question, you don't get to pose the counter argument, and then it's not really a conversation. It's just an uncomfortable moment that could have been avoided if you just knew what was polite in public. It's like we don't know how to act outside.
Also, guys, just stop minding other people's zindabas. What do you care if they are not in a relationship? Mind your own. Fix your own life. Focus on that. That's how we're going to have a better South Africa.
You think so?
Yeah, I reckon, man, as a
That's
president.
and vote. Vote and mind your business.
Hi, Stacey. Hi, Spoo. The best one I get asked as a single person is, have you not met anyone?
Hey, I'm Miss K from New Germany. My absolute worst when I was a single lady was questions like, so, when are you going to get a boyfriend? Oh, well, I don't know. I'm going shopping tomorrow. Maybe I'll pick one off the shelf.
Hi, Stacey Norman and Jay Spoo. It's Sia here from Freiheit. I am in my 30s and I often get this that, oh no, you're so lucky you're a man. You can have kids later. I'm not trying to have kids later. I want them now. But because I'm single, I can't. I mean, who wants to have their firstborn at 50-something? Do I look like Abraham or whatever his name was?
Stacey and Chase Boo. Weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. East Coast Radio.